Hey everyone, Abel in Vegas here, and I want to take you on a journey that began when I met somebody at Target who introduced me to these brawl decks from Magic, which led me into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it turns out that Yu-Gi-Oh makes Korean cards, but then in doing more research, they actually make Yu-Gi-Oh cards in like 6 different languages, which then led me to Pokemon, and also Pokemon makes a Japanese and they make the US version. So I'm starting this adventure and sharing this with you guys with the most recent release of Sword and Shield for Pokemon. So this here on the left was a booster box that I bought, which was the English version or the US version, and then this is what the boxes look like for the Japanese version. And so I wanted to kind of go through and show you some of the cards, and I don't know how to play this game. I'll be honest right off the bat, I've never played it, but the artwork on some of these cards are just amazing. So the one on the left here is the Japanese version, and the one on the right is the US version. So this is the Goldeen card. The Japanese version for Sword and Shield has a 60 card base set, and the American version has a 202 base set. So I tried my best to go and locate the 60 cards from the Japanese version and the American version, and I did not pull them all, so I don't know if they didn't publish them all. But the other thing that's different too, which I kind of like, the Japanese version has a gold back, the US version has a blue back. So let's take a look and go through some of these cards. Here we have a Chinchu, again US version on the left, Japanese version on the right. Here's another one of my favorites. Wooloo is just a cheap, but they call it Wooloo. Then you have the Score Bunny. Score Bunny again, same cards, just the Japanese lettering. Pretty cool. There's a Raiden. Cool little like dinosaur, I'm guessing. Pawniard, I'm guessing is how you say this. Metal. And then from there you have a Bisharp. Again, I'm a more fan of the Japanese version because of the gray. I'm not so sure if I like the yellow, but still. Here we have a Reboot. And then the funny thing on something else to point out too. So on the bottom here, the Japanese, the U means it's an uncommon. Some of these cards, they have a C, means common. But then on the US version, they use symbols to notate the difference. So here's another one that's I like, pretty colorful. Dreadnought. Pretty cool. How they decide to name their cards, I'm not sure, but Mawile. Look at that. Like, is this like a mouth, but then there's a head over there? Like, what is this? So weird, but so cool at the same time. Then we come into some of the rare. So as you can see on the Japanese version, there's an R for rare, and then on the US version, the rares are notated by a star. And then on the Japanese version, the rare, the whole card has this little like hollowness to it, but on the US version, it's just the actual picture. But this here is Copper Raja. Then you have a Cinder Ace. Now this card on the right, this Cinder Ace version is the full holo, I think. Because there's this little hologram on the background. And then on the Japanese version, it's a rare. Then this one, we have 3 different versions. So here's the US base version, you could say that. So the common in the US version is known by a dot, but this is SNAM. This is the full holo common, and then here's the Japanese version. Pretty cool. Then you have this Gossy Flower, and then there's a promo card that they did for Gossy Floor. So you can see the little bubbles. And then there's the Japanese version. And then they have one called the Eldegoss. So here's where this one, I think it's an uncommon. I don't know. There's a little diamond. I can't remember the diamond. Hold on. Yeah, the diamond is uncommon. And so this is the uncommon holo. And then the Japanese version. Then you get into some other cool cards. So then we go into the rares. So I haven't used to all the parallels yet. But this one's a cool one. I just like the imagery on this one. Focus. There we go. Look at that snake and the venom. I just think it's awesome. This is one of my favorite cards. It is a rare, but that's just cool. Then there's these Japanese that I was not able to find the US versions to it, so I'm guessing these are unique to them. So obviously I don't know the names off the top of my head. I could have researched them and I forgot, so maybe during the editing I'll put the name at the bottom here of these cards. But these are all rares. As you can see, the whole card this is another one of my favorites, the ape. Then this is the character that a lot of people are looking for, which is Marnie. Then the US version, the reverse holo, that's what they call these. There you go, see? I can make a note for myself. One of the things I'll mention that the Japanese version does not have is a base card of Pikachu. The US version does have it though. So that's what they look like. Then we go into some of the rare cards. So these are, I don't know if they exist, but I did not pull the Japanese version of these. So I wonder if these are unique to the US. But this is Celebi, the Celebi V, rare. Tapu Koko, rare. The Cramorant V, rare. Regirock. I mean, look at the imagery of the art. Here's a Victini. Looks like fart and fire there. So that's pretty neat. And Tapu, that's a duplicate. Then we get into the ultra rares. So the Japanese version. So down at the bottom, these have 2 little R's. So they're known as ultra rares. So in this case of this one, there is a US version. So this is the Sable or Sable Eye V. And then these, I did not find a US version. So once again, during my editing, I will add the name at the bottom there for you guys. I think this is Raichu, I think, but I'm not 100% positive. Or Snorlax, I can't remember. Sorry, this might be Snorlax, but you'll see the name at the bottom. Here's this one. And then there's this one. Then getting into some of the nicer hits. So this one is the Snorlax VMAX full art. Just look at that. So the one on the right is the Japanese version. The one on the left is the US version. But those are just some cool looking cards. Just all the art. that you find within it. And then I don't know if you could tell, so the US version has like these little lines that make up the hollowness of, or the foil of the card, and this one just shines, but it's more of a smooth type of finish. So it's pretty interesting how both of the cards are different in their own unique way. Then in the Japanese version, I pulled this card, the Morpeko VMAX. But then on the US version, I pulled the Rainbow Secret Rare for that same card. Just beautiful, awesome looking cards. Then in the Japanese version, I pulled the Team Yale Grant of the Rainbow Secret Rare. Again, the one you're looking for on this one is the Marnie or the Zamaranta, which is this character here. Let's see if it'll focus. There you go. Which is this character here on the box is the Zamaranta. And the Zamaranta is only available in the Japanese, the Zamanzetta, sorry. I think it's only available in the Japanese version. And then there's one version of it in the US. And then this is a secret rare. So let me see if I could focus back on here. So this is the Torkoal V Secret Rare. So as you can see, this one is numbered, hopefully it focuses, 61 of 60. So this is above, you could almost say it's like a short print, like the SPs and tops there's above the set. So this one was the Torkoal. So that's awesome. And then in the US version, I did pull an ultra rare Zacian V, which is one of the sought out cards in the US version. So this one is the ultra rare, but then there's also a gold version of this, which is the highest it goes. But then this card is not available in the Japanese version. This one is only available in the US version. So there you go. That is my adventure into the world of Pokemon. I have other cards, and I will be doing future videos to go over not only some of the magic cards that I found, but some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's also cool looking cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh! World that are also, in this case, Korean, not Japanese. But it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff. Pretty fun too. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one.